Hi, for those who don't know me, I'm Melanie Summer. I've been a member of EO Queensland for 9 years, and for me, as well as for many other EOers I've spoken to, the most crucial part of the EO journey is self-discovery. When you truly know yourself, you can find genuine freedom and happiness. EO is always striving to facilitate this self-discovery by developing new and different ways of sharing and connecting in our forums. You may have noticed some recent changes in EO's language. For example, updates have been transformed into reflections, and presentations have become deep dives. These changes are not just cosmetic or simple rebranding. The underlying process has evolved, and I wanted to make this video to explain these changes, helping you maximize your forum experience and unlock your personal potential. I believe EOers are like-minded entrepreneurs who seek more from life than mere material wealth. We aspire to holistic success, valuing a happy marriage, strong relationships with our children, a supportive circle of friends, and a sense of community. We want a business that helps us realize our dreams, not one that becomes a nightmare, driving a wedge between us and our loved ones, causing stress and unhappiness. We've all heard stories of the depressed multimillionaire whose family life is in shambles, or the famous rock star suffering from depression despite having what appears to be a perfect life. For me, one of the most exciting changes is how the 5% reflections and deep dives are now based around resonance versus relevance. Let me explain. Starting with the 5% reflection. The reflection sheet changed a few years ago. I first learned about these changes at the Moderator Summit in 2019. While the concepts aren't new, I rarely see them implemented well, including in my own reflections. The name change from updates to reflection signals a shift in focus. It's no longer just about telling your story. The purpose of the 5% reflection isn't to inform your forum members about what happened in your life and business since you last saw them. It's a tool for you to dig deeper into the issues you've faced. The emphasis is not on the story itself, but on the moments during the month that stirred you emotionally. Something I found useful is asking myself these questions. Was there an emotion this month that held me hostage or kept me up at night? Did I avoid a conversation I knew I should have had, which is now affecting my relationships? Did I delay making a decision that is holding me back? Are my relationships supporting me or hindering me? Are my fears too big and my dreams not big enough? When faced with a crisis, how did I handle it? And most importantly, what did I learn about myself? Reflection is first and foremost for us, and secondary for our forum members. It's not to report back on our activities of the last months, but to inspire them to ask themselves the same questions and explore how they feel about similar issues. It's an opportunity for our forum peers to explore their own blind spots. I reflect for me and share those reflections as a gift to you. And here is a tip from our EO trainer Carlo. He uses the 5% reflection of his forum buddies as inspiration for his own 5% reflection next time. Learning from others who have traveled a similar path is a significant aspect of our EO learning experience, and not everyone wants to delve into emotional growth all the time. And in those instances, other types of presentations may be more appropriate than the deep dive. When you're seeking what and how answers, you're looking outward for learning and new ideas. The experience within your forum group is, as we all know, an amazing resource for generating new ideas and actionable steps. Keeping in mind that forum mindset, aka not giving advice, still applies to peer discussions. They are an excellent way to learn, such as brainstorming sessions, and that includes experience shares, topical discussions, lightning rounds, other information sources such as books, videos or articles, and a goal accountability process. While the knowledge and experience shares by other entrepreneurs are invaluable, the deep dive offers a unique opportunity for introspective reflection and personal growth. It allows you to explore beyond the surface, providing insights into your drives, motivations, values, and what makes you uniquely you. The deep dive helps you unlock your potential by addressing the why behind your actions, offering clarity, confidence, and self-awareness. It also aids in uncovering significant, unresolved, and emotional complex issues. One of the coach's first tasks is to determine whether the issue at hand is a why or a how. Why questions are best suited for deep dives as they involve deep personal reflections, whereas how questions are typically better addressed through peer-to-peer learning as discussed before. An example could be a member is hit with an unfair dismissal claim. There are two ways of exploring these issues. The first is to get to the what and how and delve into the shared forums experiences to work out things like, what lawyer should I use? Do I need to change my employment contracts? Do I need a new performance management process? Or the presentation could be a deep dive that explores the core struggle. Why am I so angry about it? How does the power imbalance impact me? I feel helpless and out of control. The coach's role in a deep dive is to provide guidance and support by helping uncover the core struggle, not to fix or offer solutions. The core struggle is the tension between external circumstances and the internal emotional and psychological challenges they trigger. The coach facilitates the discovery of deeper, often subconscious struggles, such as fears, uncertainties, or personal actions that contribute to the issue. These struggles may involve conflicting desires, unexamined beliefs, or unmet emotional needs. By asking reflective questions, the coach encourages the presenter to explore not just what is happening, but why it is emotionally difficult, where they feel stuck, and what changes they truly want to make. The focus shifts from external problem solving to gaining internal clarity and self-awareness. The coach's primary responsibility is to listen actively, be fully present, and help the presenter uncover their own insights by asking questions like, why is that important? The underlying belief is that the presenter already holds the answers within themselves. They don't need fixing or external help, just the right environment to access those answers. A deep dive presentation is a unique opportunity for personal growth and unlocking individual potential, not for learning new skills or knowledge. It's an exercise in vulnerability, requiring openness to explore areas of life you don't typically delve into. The goal is to move beyond the surface, challenge yourself to go deeper, and uncover insights that lead to meaningful personal development. However, it's important to remember that deep dives are not therapy sessions. They won't solve your business challenges, but will offer an opportunity to explore the emotional responses that shape your behavior. In the old approach, we sought experience shares that were directly relevant to the deep dive, which required someone to have had similar experience in order to contribute. I often found myself thinking, I don't know what to share, or I don't have a good enough share because I haven't walked that path. For example, I've never had a child with a serious illness or raised capital. The big change for me is that our experience share in a deep dive is now based on resonating with the emotions tied to the presenter's core struggle, rather than the relevance of our past experiences. When someone listening connects with the emotions the presenter is experiencing, so when they resonate, they can share an experience that, while not directly relevant to the situation, still relates to the emotional struggle the presenter is trying to unravel. The presenter and the forum members may or may not find learnings in the resonant experience share. The ultimate goal of a deep dive is self-discovery. It's about learning something profound about yourself, moving away from the traditional format of sharing specific experiences and seeking solutions. Instead, it's an opportunity to explore deeper personal insights with a focus on introspection rather than problem solving. Remember, experience sharing in a deep dive is not about offering advice, finding a solution, or even demonstrating a lesson learned. And if you're after the what and how, it's not a deep dive. It's a peer discussion. The sharing in a deep dive isn't directed at the presenter. It's for the benefit of the group, fostering a collective environment of learning through shared resonance rather than seeking relevance. This shift allows everyone in the forum to learn, helping to open blind spots and discover something new about themselves, in line with the Johari Window concept. We have all heard about the Johari Window, and I don't know about you, but I never got it until now. So I want to take a minute and go over it again, but with this new focus. The Johari Window is a psychological tool designed to enhance self-awareness and improve interpersonal relationships. Developed by the psychologists Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham in 1955, it provides a framework for understanding how we perceive ourselves and how others perceive us. The model consists of 4 quadrants, which represent different aspects of self-awareness and communication. Open area or public. This quadrant includes information about yourself that both you and others are aware of. It encompasses your behaviors, skills, attitudes, and experiences that you openly share. Expanding this area and disclosing your 5% reflections in your forum fosters trust and collaboration. There is a hidden area, or private. This quadrant contains our EO's 5% reflections, thoughts and emotions that you know about yourself, but typically choose to keep private. By sharing more of this information, you can deepen relationships and enhance understandings with others. You also allow others to become aware of their blind spots by sharing your inner thoughts and feelings. The next quadrant is the blind area or unaware. This section includes information that others perceive in you, but you are unaware of. Asking questions and active listening, for example, to your forum mates' 5% reflections or deep dives, can help you identify these blind spots, providing insights into how your actions and behaviors affect those around you. And finally, the unknown area or the potential. This quadrant represents aspects of yourself that are unknown to both you and others. In the forum, we venture into this unknown by reducing the hidden and blind areas through sharing and listening, thereby expanding the open area. By exploring and reducing the unknown, we can unlock our potential and discover latent skills or feelings that may emerge only through self-discovery and shared experiences. This is the coolest part, where the magic happens, where all forum members have the opportunity to unlock a deeper learning for themselves. Here are a few things that have changed. The communication starter, tell me about a time, that was used to begin the deep dive presentation is no longer part of the format unless the presenter's emotions are particularly strong. Additionally, at the end of the deep dive, there is no longer a specific question time directed at the presenter. The practice of using iScribes and handing them over to the presenter has also been discontinued. Instead, everyone now writes down their personal learnings. Creating the right environment is essential for a successful deep dive. A recommended seating arrangement is a half-moon shape, rather than the traditional boardroom table setup. This arrangement fosters a sense of safety and support, making it easier for participants to be vulnerable and open. The deep dive concludes with a round of learnings from each member, with the presenter sharing last. In essence, deep dives are about introspection, self-awareness and emotional growth. They provide a unique opportunity to unlock personal potential in a supportive and not judgmental environment, encouraging participants to explore the deeper aspects of their life that often go unexamined in the hustle of daily life. It's a subtle but profound shift compared to our legacy presentation format. If these concepts are new to you, I encourage you to give it a go. I invite you to learn more about this new way together with your forum and to book a forum workshop and attend the chapter's Forum Next Level event. Forum is the number one thing that people love about EO, and I want to empower you to uncover your potential and foster personal growth. This journey that we are all on empowers us as entrepreneurs to build better relationships with ourselves, our loved ones, and our teams, while also growing our businesses. Change is not easy, and legacy thinking, like that's how we've always done it, is prevalent. But growth comes only when you explore new ways of thinking. So why not give it a go? If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me or of course with any of our amazing EO trainers.